Hi, my name is Rick Sanchez. I'm with a company called Tractor Tip, and what we have for sale here today is a Volvo ECR235DL. The ECR stands for like a minimum radius machine. I'm not sure what the exact acronym is, but it's got minimum radius. In other words, I think it's 6 inches outside the tracks is what this machine will turn within. D is just a series. It's a tier 4 machine. We're going to talk a little bit about the mechanics of this. Oh, the L means that it's got a long track width. So we're going to talk a little bit about the mechanics of this particular machine in the first clip, the operating specs in the second, and we'll run it in the third. Price on a new machine like this these days is about $225,000. This machine currently has 1,301 hours on it. As far as manufacturers go, Volvo is a worldwide leader in heavy construction and mining equipment. They're actually one of the world's largest manufacturers. They're known for building good, solid, and reliable construction equipment that has excellent product support. They've got real good reviews and ratings on product support. This machine weighs 56,070 pounds. The widest point is those tracks right there, and the outside track width is 10 foot 2 inches. The highest point is the top of the cab when it's in transport profile. It's 10 foot 7 inches, and when it's in transport profile, it's 30 foot long. Comparable machines are like a Komatsu PC228 or a Cat. I guess the Cat's got the 321D LCR, which is actually lighter than this one. As far as the history of the unit, this unit goes, this machine, like most of the machines that we purchase, it's an original owner Dallas, Texas machine with no rust. It actually comes from a large, well-organized dealer. This machine is what we call in the industry a DORF machine, D-O-R-F, and what D-O-R-F stands for is that it's a dealer-owned rental fleet machine. So it was cared and maintained by a manufacturer-backed owner. And actually this unit's probably been over-serviced. We, as well as our customers, have been extremely satisfied with all the machines that we purchased from these guys. And it should be said that before I buy a machine, my mechanics check it out, and then I go out and inspect it before I write a check. As far as options go, as you can see, this has got auxiliary hydraulics. It's got a pattern control change valve, and the valve is back behind this plate. So you got your choice between ISO and what I call British Standard or backhoe style controls. You can probably see that lever over here a little better. It's that red knob right there. You just undo a set screw and this machine's got a few dings here and there, like this counterweight right here has been, the step has been kind of moved up a little bit, but another option that this machine has got is it's got a battery disconnect switch, a keyed battery disconnect switch. As far as inside the cab, it's obviously an enclosed cab machine. All the glass is in it. The air conditioner and the heater work fine. Everything, the monitor controls work fine. There's no error codes or anything on the controls. It's got 12-volt outlets in the cab, so you can plug in your iPhone or whatever. We're going to talk about the engine. Okay, this has got a Volvo. You can see there, it's a D6H. engine. It's a 173 horsepower engine. That's a gross horsepower rating. Probably something like 150 net. This machine's got an 86-gallon fuel tank, which will run, I don't know, 12 to as many as 16 hours, depending on your application. 12 to 16 hours of run time on a single tank of fuel, depending on your application. There's a little access panel here. All the mirrors are on this machine, all the lights work and whatnot. And the other thing is you got a little keyed toolbox here. Oh, you can get in there. It's not real big, but maybe it'd hold a extra set of teeth or something for your bucket. This machine is mechanically sound. There's no leaks on it. Everything works. The undercarriage is about 98%, but you know, it's got a little bit of concrete and stuff on it and around it, but dirt, mud. Maybe we didn't clean it off that well, but show you the other side there. There's no leaks on the final drives. The machine's got plenty of power in the final drives to counter rotate. All of the hydraulics are strong. There's no cracks or welds anywhere in the work equipment. All of the pins and the bushings in this machine are nice and tight. I'd rate that the teeth on that bucket is probably about 75%. They're just regular spade teeth. This bucket is a 36-inch bucket. The mouth from the tip of the teeth to the opening of the bucket here is 4 feet, and the depth going back this way is 3 feet. I would probably rate that about a 1.25 yard bucket, maybe a yard and a quarter is what I'd rate it. The maximum dig depth for this machine is 21 feet. The maximum reach at ground level from the center of the swing is 31 feet. And the maximum dig height is 35 feet. The maximum lifting capacity of this machine is 32,000 pounds. You know, my guy just pointed out to me that this machine's actually got, it's got rotational circuitry in addition to quick coupler hydraulics. It doesn't have a coupler on it now, but those two lines up there are if you want to put on a shear or whatever with rotational circuitry, you can do that with that. And then this right here, this little valve body right here, or this plumbing right here is for a quick coupler. One of the things that I wanted to say about this excavator is that it's got a breakout force of 32,000 pounds, and it's got a lifting capacity of about 25,000 pounds. And I got a little bit of anecdotal evidence. A buddy of mine was demonstrating a PC228 Komatsu against one of these EC235s. And this EC235 lifted more than that 228. They had a 20-foot trench box with 6-inch walls, 8 foot tall, with all the spreaders, and the 228 would not lift that trench box, but this EC235 would. So it'll definitely outlift. Like I say, it's a bit of anecdotal evidence on the lifting capacity. This machine's got the best lifting capacity in its class. So we're gonna run it in the next clip. Okay, so this is the inside of the cab here. As you can see, it's got 1,300 hours on it. that's going to come out. It's got a suspension seat. This right here, there's your wiper controls, your throttle control. Go ahead and turn it on. That starts the machine. There's your throttle control. This is your air conditioner controls, and it shows up on the screen there, whatever you're doing. That AC is blowing nice and cold. I know you guys can't see that, but so I'm not real sure how this monitor works, but you can change your different types of attachments if you're going to put a breaker or a shear or whatever, and you can actually regulate the amount of oil flow that goes to your rotational circuit and to the tool, and you can make it dual direction or bi-direction, meaning it goes back and forth, or single direction like in the case of a hammer. Dual direction would be a grapple or a shear, and then your rotation. So these are just your air conditioner controls, as you can see. There's no errors on the screen. This right here is your radio. I think it's your radio. It is your radio. That just finds your stations. I'm going to go ahead and turn that off. And this is your lockout, like for a big depth lockout, or I think that's even a height lockout as well. There's your controls for lights. Here's your travel speed control, lights, windshield wiper. Here's your 12 volt outlet right there for your iPhone. There's a 24 volt outlet. Got a cup holder there. And your radio's up here. So you can control the radio from up there or down here apparently. So that's pretty much it. We're gonna run it in the next clip. One of the things that I noticed about this machine is even at full idle, it seems to me that the air conditioner, the vents, are actually louder than the engine of the machine. It's a very quiet engine. So I just thought, you know, let me show you something real quick too. I don't know if I showed the throttle going up. You got an eco mode here too, so. So it's got an economy mode that'll help you with fuel and whatnot. There you go.